Доброго времени суток, дорогие зрители моего канала. Меня зовут Веритас, и мы продолжаем проходить Нью-Вегас. И в этой серии мы будем собирать братанов нашего дорожайшего Аркадия, чтобы они помогли нам порешать некоторые наши проблемки в финале игры. Как побежал, как побежал. Ага, блин, походу вон там за... Или нет? Я правильно иду вообще? Ну, вроде как. Мне кажется, я не должен это взламывать. Блин, серьезно? А здесь можно как-то выйти? Не идя в обход? Видимо, нет. Давай, давай, пролезай, жирная жопа. Ага. Ну давайте я обойду, как приличный человек. Брах. Простите, чуть не забыл. Эх, где ж ты была в начале прохождения? Капец, я качал сил, чтобы можно было нормально пользоваться светящейся катаной лазерной, но пользуюсь цепной пилой, потому что она тупо круче. Нет, я бы мог, конечно, пользоваться восходящим солнцем, да, так называется. Да, но зачем, если есть цепная пила? Блин, я не в ту сторону иду. Казалось бы, надо пройти пару метров, но я превращаю это в целое приключение минут на 20. Я не знаю, успею ли я сегодня записать Ведьмака, потому что время уже поздно. Через, ну, чуть больше, чем через час у нас трансляция Майкрософта, а это смотреть я буду. Привет.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving. Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries? Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling? I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser. Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
What's up?
Было бы прикольно иметь возможность перехреначить всех.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left. I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Забавно, что об этом всем с Аркейдом говорит человек, чей отец погиб по вине Анклава. И теперь мы собираем осколки Анклава, чтобы сражаться, чтобы они сражались на моей стороне. Есть в этом что-то поэтичное и ироничное. Я же туда иду, да? Ага. Все верно. Стоп, почему у меня показывается... А, показалось. Просто вот этот как будто бы ближе. Вот если бы я сейчас мог бегать... Пещерка ебала Джонсона, мне сюда, что ли?
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now. Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then? Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is hold. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew. I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Эх, хотел бы я, чтобы анонсировали новый Fallout. Но это вряд ли произойдет, потому что беседка сейчас занята. Обсидианы сейчас заняты, а кого-то другого за этой серией я как-то, ну, пока не особо хочу видеть.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all. Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded. As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Рекс, ты чего? Да, если вы не в курсе или до сих пор не поняли, аркейд у нас по мальчикам.
The NCO took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this.
Здорово.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to Westside? Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us? Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Помните старые добрые деньки Навары, типа того.
Kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him. Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Блин, если так подумать, сколько вообще времени прошло между концовкой Broken Steel и Нью-Вегасом? То есть там несколько лет точно прошло, учитывая, что за это время я же не просто валялся в отключке, я стал курьером, я путешествовал по НКР, я основал поселение, я уничтожил поселение, я и дальше странствовал.
Again, you interrupt me. Why? You must have something important in mind. I'm willing to go to this little reunion, but my work here isn't complete. Help me get my research to a stage where I can hand it over to my assistant, Calamity, and then ask me about this again. The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge.
Блин. Лили взять надо будет. Блин. Может, все-таки как-то... Ладно. Аркейд, подожди.
What's up? Oh, I thought my charm could win you over, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You sure you want me to go? Back to the tomb, I suppose. If you need me, etc.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar. Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you? Ooh, those Night Stalkers, always killing my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind.
Походу, эту серию мы будем делить на несколько частей. Потому что, насколько я помню, после бункера еще надо будет что-то сделать с дедами. Но это не точно. Ну, если что, несколько квестов в следующий раз пройду. Мне еще на гору Блэк забраться надо. Найти там лучшую девочку Fallout New Vegas в лице Рауля. Ну, еще надо где-то в это время подкинуть Веронике платье. И на этом, ну, выполнить квест Рауля, и на этом вроде как все задания спутников закончатся. Хотя у Лили вроде как тоже есть какое-то еще задание. Да ё-моё. Ну, реально невидимые. Но они меня не атакуют по понятным причинам. Короче, они просто пожрали стелсбой. Все труды в говно. Я, блин, боюсь представить, что произошло бы, если бы вот так вот когти смерти пожрали немножечко стелсбоев. Это ж совсем звездец был бы.
Is there something else I can do for you? There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way. Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me. Possibly immediate and permanent metal damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark IIs never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her. I'll be waiting.
Heavens to Betsy, but Mr. Benny Menanastian, I hope you've realized, Pumpkin, that crime doesn't pay. Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
То есть выбора у меня не было. Ну ладно.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead. Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the Stealth Boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is stable, and the readings are clean. Gamma wave activity is 0. Odd, but everything looks right.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the Stealth Boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the Stealth Boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides. No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
Просто ушел такой.
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype... That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Pain won't go away.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Так, а что с квестом?
Is there something else I can do for you? Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
Так, сколько мне нужно прождать?
Is there something else I can do for? Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
Ладно, в таком случае на этом мы данную серию закончим. Если вы здесь впервые, вы можете подписаться на канал, поставить лайк, нажать на колокольчик. А меня зовут Веритас. Всем до новых встреч, всем пока-пока-пока-пока.